Hello and welcome back to the Untitled Pokemon Show. I'm your host Aqua, this is episode 15, and get your Sherlock hats on, cause there's a mystery at the Lighthouse. The only mystery being how they managed to pad this shit out for 23 minutes, goddamn. One thing that's interesting to think about this episode, coming off the back of just doing a bunch of starter-based episodes, they then went, ah shit, what do we do now? And you know what they did? They made a fucking Godzilla episode. Let's go! Oh, beautiful. Anyways, before we kick it off, let's see what happened last time. The gang got struck by the smooth squirtle. A Pokemon gang made up of trainerless squirrels who gave up on trusting humans, and with all their free time and rage, they appeared to be the town's menaces. Torturing the town with plunging pitfalls and killer knots, these schemers were soon to find Team Rocket, who can convince them to capture the Pikachu. Through a Goldeen attack, Pikachu was severely injured and the gang were tied up, as Ash pleaded to get some super potion to save his friend. Ash sprints off and gets the potion, but bumps into Team Rocket, holding up the shop for flash powder for bombs. As Ash gets back, Team Rocket throws flash powder bombs at the Squirtles and Ash saves one, which responds in kind. The forest is on fire and the Squirtle Squad squirtle the fire out and are rewarded the title of the town's firefighters. The Squirtle Ash saves is flanking them, and Ash asks the Squirtle if it wants to join him, which it does. Throwing its glasses off, eyes glistening, and it leaps into Ash's arms, and there we are. That's what happened last time. Kick off as we're all taking the piss out of Ash. Hey guys, let me join in. Ash, you're so fucking naive. If people told you to train your Pokemon, you'd put them on a treadmill. Badges? What badges? Just the two little badges you got because the trainers felt sorry for you. Ha, pathetic. So your Pokemon all seemingly care for you, but you still put them in heinous situations because you're incapable of introspection. Moral is, he's in need of some dire character development. To be fair, I feel bad. Ash hasn't actually been that bad lately, it's just this episode's a bit dicey with the details, so I had to pad it out a bit, I'm sorry. Brock tells us that to compete in the Pokemon League, he needs 6 Pokemon on his team? I assume that's gotta mean like 6 Pokemon max, but also I think they were just trying to segue into the next thing, where Ash is like, hey, I've got Pidgeotto, Pikachu, Butterfree, Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. That's my team. Little noise. Doing noise for the camera now. And then Brock and Misty are like, well, you didn't really catch 3 of them though. You're like, Ash feels doubted though. He's like, how dare you? I'm gonna become a Pokemon master, and then goes off to a beach and has a bit of a cry. But then a Krabby walks out and he's like, oh, let's catch that. I'm hard as piss. I know how to catch things, and then he shoves a stick in its face, makes it like snap it up with its claws, and then he fucking catches the thing, and it's like, this is the most Ash way of doing anything ever. Oh hey, let's actually do a Pokemon battle so I can capture this Krabby. Nope, just bloody shove a stick in its face. Fuck off. He's absolutely shocked when it ends up going to Professor Oak, and me too, really? When the fuck was this a thing? Like, I assumed in the PC it was just some digital fucking space so they go chill out and, like, you know, lounge on the sofas and whatnot. Oh, and yeah, that's the reasons to go. Pikachu sees a lighthouse, and then Ash is like, they must have a phone, let's go call Oak, and then they go visit this lighthouse. Okay. I just wrote, really clutching with straws with this one. The lighthouse is really ominous because it's a lighthouse, and they do the buzzy thing, and it's like, hello, you let us in. We want a bed and a kitchen and a phone. And the other one on the end, who's Bill, who we'll know about just a little bit later, is like, oh yes, I see. And then Brock's like, hey man, I'll make some bacon double cheeseburgers for you. And he's like, oh, I've only been eating tofu since the cook left. And it's like, what the fuck? What's this weird thing with tofu you got going on, Bill?
Bill is a green-haired researcher who has a bit of a funny relationship with a Dragonite. Not sure why it is a thing, but it is. Oh well.
Yeah, it turns out Bill is Bill from the games, apparently, but he has green hair and sounds like Marek from Yu-Gi-Oh! And honestly, I can imagine little Karibo here. It's like, hello, Yes. I can't do a Marek voice, I'm sorry. But yeah, and you know, the lights are all on, and then a Kabuto appears, and it's like, oh fuck, it's that prehistoric Pokemon that's a fossil in the games. And then he's like, hello, I'm in the suit. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, what have you been doing in that suit, you dirty bugger? The pincers aren't good for wanking. Dickhead. But yeah, and he's stuck, so Ash presses a button and he gets out and it unleashes a mane of green hair. Speaking of hair, ooh, haircut, bitch. But yeah, before we see the danger that they're in, it's not any danger. He's in a costume. Team Rocket are like, ooh, I would like to break into that lighthouse and see how many Pokemon's in there. There's none. But they're like, oh, do we take the road or do we scale the mountain? And they scale the fucking mountain. Yeah, instead of Bill being fused with a Pokemon, he's just wearing a costume. Okay. Sure. Bill explains that there's currently over 150 known Pokemon, and then there could be more, which is setting up Pokemon's future, which is about 1,000 at this current point. Fucking hell. But one Pokemon in particular has his eye, and it's something that he takes him out to the observatory deck to go and see. Ooh. But we got back to Team Rocket, and Team Rocket are scaling the fucking cliff because it's Team Rocket, and oh look, they're being daft buggers, aren't they? But yeah, he shows them out to see this Pokemon. He plays this thing where this Pokemon said, I want to meet you, and plays a as the subtitles called it, melodic wailing. It's just an oxymoron, really. No one wails and it's like, oh, this wailing's so smooth. Fuck off. Yeah, and a Pokemon emerges, and it looks like a Dragonite, but it also might just be their thing of Godzilla. And also, Brock's like, hey Misty, wanna dance? And it's like, what the fuck's going on? Why? Who dances to this shit? But yeah, Team Rocket see this dragon, and it's fucking huge. It's genuinely a Godzilla. And you know what they do? They pull out the fucking rocket launchers. Because Team Rocket and weapons are absolutely synonymous. But yeah, seemingly it grows like fucking 50 feet and just naps the top of the lighthouse like, fuck you, get off. And then it fucks off and Bill's like, will I see you again? No, he's gone for good. Bill feels a little bit lonely. He feels like he's a bit invested in his Pokemon. He's already been inside a Kabuto in this episode, so I feel like it's going to be like a Peter the Dolphin and a Margaret the Helper situation, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But honestly, that story is so fucking mad. The NASA experiment that resulted in probably a lot of bestiality, a lot of LSD, and just fucking batshit insane, all to make a dolphin try and learn a language. Jesus, you hippie fuckers. But yeah, I don't think we'll see that Dragonite again, gonna be honest. But oh well, that was fine, and honestly, fun episode, bit weird, but dramatic as fuck anyways. Like, what nonsense was that? That was fucking ridiculous. But before we carry on, we need to remind you what's happening next time. And next time, join us as we see the Electric Shock Showdown, which means we're back onto actual fucking Pokemon episodes and not just weird Godzilla filler episodes. And to call Godzilla a filler episode is a fucking tragedy. But before I leave you, let's share some final thoughts. This episode's filler, but I guess I liken to the idea of imagining this being like the Loch Ness Monster, except the fact that we see Dragonite's an actual Pokemon kind of throws out the water, but you know, it's kind of cool. They made it interesting with the menial shit they had, but on second viewing, I thought it was pretty fun, and that's exactly how I'll intend it to be. Normally at the end of these episodes I chill everything, but I kind of feel like that just dampens the end of the video, so at least for now, all of the links to support me are in the description below, like, subscribe, etc, but I'm not going to drag it on for 5 minutes. Thank you for watching, I'll see you next time, Electric Shock Showdown, and on balancing Pokemon's difficulty. Why Nuzlockes aren't the solution. Bye bye now.